Hi 10. Today we're going to look at something called ratio where a difference is given. And so just read the question on the left first of all about Zach and Olivia with the works example. So pause the video and make sure you've read it. And the key thing you're looking out for here is when it says one person receives more than the other. So the key words you're looking for is one, like more than, basically one person receiving more than someone else. So you're not given Olivia receives this amount. You're being told that Olivia receives more than Zach, not she receives a specific amount. So I'm going to go through the one on the left, and then I'll give you a chance to have a go at the one on the right. So there we go. I've answered the question: how much do they each receive? Zach gets £20 and Olivia gets £50. So I'll just talk through what I did now. So I'm told that Olivia receives £30 more than Zach. Well, I can see that Olivia's got 3 more boxes. So she's got 3 more like parts of the ratio. So that must mean that those 3 parts are worth £30 because I'm told that she gets £30 more than Zach. So I know that she gets 3 more parts than Zach because if we had 3 more parts, we'd get it up to 5 from Zach's 2. And I know that that's worth £30. So once I knew that was worth £30, that tells me that these 3 parts here are worth 30, which is where the calculation 30 divided by 3 came from, because I've got 3 boxes and I need to share 30 between them. So that means that those boxes are worth 10. Once I know each box is worth 10, because I know in a ratio every part is equal, then I know that Olivia's got 5 parts worth 10 and Zach's got 2 parts worth 10, which must mean they've got 20 and 50. Right, I'd like you to have a go at the one on the right now. So pause the video, have a go at it, and then I'll go through it. So I'm hoping you've had a go at it now. So it's going to start in the same way because it's the same ratio still. But this time Olivia receives £15 more than Zach. So something else we're gonna do today is reflect, expect, check. I'm pretty sure we've done this a couple of times in class before. But what happens is it's basically the same question with one slight change. So the change is that the money has been halved. So how is that going to affect our final answer? So our reflect part is noticing the change in the question. We then make an expectation. So if the amount that she gets more is halved, then I'm going to make an estimate that they receive half the amount. So my prediction would be that it's going to be 10 to 25. And that's what I would put in my expect column. Then I'm going to check it and do this working that we've done before. So I know that these 3 boxes, because that's what's more than Zach's, are worth £15. Well, I need to share those equally between 3 boxes, which is 5. So each box is now worth 5. So I can see that Zach gets £10 and Olivia gets 25. So my prediction was right. Okay, what I'd like you to do now is, in preparation for this reflect, expect, check task, is make 4 columns in your book. One for the question, And you don't necessarily have to write out. You can just make that column really small and just put question 1 because they're quite wordy, so I don't want you to have to write them all out. Then reflect, expect, and check. Now for the first question, there's nothing to reflect or expect on because you always reflect or expect based on the previous answer. So you'll do your work in here, you draw your bars and so on and so on. Let's say you get your answer, then you go on to question 2. And now you can make a reflection about what changed. So I'll just do an example for this worked example in your turn that I did. I'd say the amount Olivia received more than Zach has halved, and try and be quite specific about your answers. There's also a sheet that I've provided that's a help sheet for what to fill in these columns, but I'm just going to leave it at that. Then I'll put my expectation about it halving, which I wrote down there in red, and then I can put just be bold and put what you think the answer might be. Then I would do my working, so this bit would go in this section here, and then I'd rule off, go on to question 3, write some reflections, write some expectations, do my working again. There's a minimum number of questions I'll expect you to do, which I'll write on Show My Homework. If you've got any questions, please email.